All right, all right, all right. It's a pretty poor imitation of Matthew McConaughey and his first words on film. However, he had said, anytime you start a presentation with 3 words of affirmation, you're going to do okay. Um, so I know I presented before some of you here in the room, but sustainability is a passion of mine. I really enjoy it. I have fun with it, and it's just part of my DNA. Proud to say that the borough of Monaca, we are certified by Sustainable Pennsylvania as a gold municipality, as well as Sustainable Pittsburgh. And while I'm on the word gold, how many of you saw the movie that Matthew McConaughey was in, Gold? A couple of you. So great movie. In that movie, he had another fine quote: "Let's make the dollar holler." And what I'm going to hope to show you is how sustainability makes the dollar holler. So our first venture into sustainability was changing our traffic signals to LED lights and our Christmas decorations. Those of you in municipal government know how public works employees can work. They're pretty productive. By the time those decorations would make it up on our poles, half the lights were broken and not lighting. The durability of the LED lights, you can't break them. So significant cost savings in that initiative. And then the traffic signals, we partnered with the SBC, and we received a grant for half the cost of the light bulbs. And here in the presentation, you see that our initial cost to change our 4 signalized intersections was a little over $7,000, and our payback we achieved in 1 year. Most of it was maintenance. You'd have a traffic signal, one of the bulbs would blow out, call the maintenance guy, come out, bucket truck. You're into $500 on changing 1 light bulb. So that was a fantastic investment in sustainability and converting the LEDs. And I still drive around and I see municipalities out there without the LED lights, and I just I shake my head. So if you live in a municipality and you see that they're not converted, please strongly suggest those leaders to do. Our next initiative was we received a $43,000 grant from Duquesne Light, part of their energy rebate and initiatives that they had to spend and allocate dollars to saving electricity. So this was a home run. It was 100% funded. We changed approximately 72 municipal lights in our parks. It was a tremendous payback for us. And we also added a little enhancement. We have a featured building on the Ohio River we call our pump house that our water facility operates out, and we did some decorative color changing LED lights on it as well. Then the next is our street lights. We almost have 100% of our street lights changed in the borough of Monaca. We have approximately 498 lights. This was done through a Duquesne Light initiative where they charge us $109. They call it a change out fee. And I couldn't buy that fixture for that cost. Plus, I don't own them, so we kind of had to encounter this initiative with them. And due to our cost savings and the tariff and the way that the structure of those lights are built, we looked at about a 10-month payback on those. The next thing we're trying to do is actually later on in another slide, we have a deployed water meter reading system. These sensors will be also piggyback on that reading system, where we're looking to hopefully be able to control our lighting through our neighborhoods and possibly dim them for greater cost savings achievement. So this is an initiative that we're still working with. Some of the challenges are the lights are owned by Duquesne Light, and the legalese of them having somebody else control these lights and dimming them, attorneys and liability issues. But we're going to stay on top of it and hopefully be one of the first municipalities in their utility district to be able to achieve this. This one here is extremely interesting. I think this will appeal to everybody, and really the meat of my presentation is the energy performance contract. So we entered into an energy performance contract with Johnson Controls, about $1.5 million project. About 1.2 of it was focused to our water system. However, with the 300,000, we changed some HVAC units on various buildings in the borough. We changed windows, light bulbs, and what happens when you do these changes in these energy savings, those dollars are applied towards that debt that you incurred. So all those energy savings paid that down. When we initiated, it was state law only permitted it for 15 years. So your savings had to be able to amortize over 15 years to pay that back, or it can do it sooner, but you couldn't extend it further than that. And then shortly after we initiated it, the state increased it to 20 years. So anyone looking to enter in an energy performance contract, you can now amortize that debt payment over 20 years for a payback. So, you know, you're sitting there and you need a new HVAC system, and it's $5,000–$10,000. You don't have it in your budget. How do you do that? Or you need windows in a building. The energy performance contract provides you the ability to do that with no out-of-pocket cash. Your savings from doing it pays it back. So the meat of it, again, 1.2 million of it was changing our water meters and putting in this automatic read system. We had old meters. We knew they weren't reading as accurately as a new one. So it increased our revenue because they read more accurate. So we had a boost in revenue. And then we had a tremendous amount of operational savings. We had approximately 3 employees. It would take them about a month. Now, they did other tasks during that period as well, where now we just touch a button and my utility billing clerk receives that data in about 5 minutes. That took almost a month. So that savings in employee labor gets applied towards the project as well. Another component to it is we installed a system-wide leak detection system. So Monaca Borough is about 2 square miles. We put 150 nodes on various valves throughout the system. That would read at night around 2 a.m. and get the sound vibrations and would pinpoint where our leaks were in the borough. What that does is you're not waiting for leaks to surface through the ground. We're able to fix our leaks quicker, so that's less pumping water. It reduces your water loss. Again, a tremendous amount of savings. And I have a case study here in Monaca Borough. We have a flat downtown area, and then we have what we call Monaca Heights. We have the 14th Street spring waterfall that this thing ran over 20 years to the best of people's recollection. They always remembered a steady stream coming out of it, and we just thought it was a spring coming out of the hillside. Shortly after installing the leak detection system, it said, you have a leak in this area. We went and fixed that leak, and we no longer have the waterfall. Now, some of the residents are a little upset that we don't have that feature in our town. However, we estimated it was over 100,000 gallons of water a day, a tremendous amount of savings. So a component of your energy performance contract, there's an annual audit that does a verification that the savings are actually happening. Well, after that, we kind of knew, and the audit was $5,000–$7,000, and it was like, why spend the $5,000–$7,000? We know we hit a home run. We discontinued the audit because in an energy performance contract, I know we have some representatives, Noresco, Johnson Controls, and another vendor here. They guarantee it. So when they do their analysis, they're quantifying it, that what they're doing, the implementations, you're going to save the money. So it's truly a no-brainer. And there's our cost savings, and again, these are just three line items: utilities, chemicals, and then the overtime, because we weren't getting call outs at night that there's a water break. We kind of knew when they were happening. We were able to stay proactive with them. But we were saving over $50,000 a year just in those 3 line items. Then we went and investigated wind and solar in the borough of Monaca. We received a PETA grant for $75,000, and we installed a 55 kW system at our water plant. We're still aggressively pursuing additional solar. What drove it was the reservoir covers are kind of a pool polyethylene cover, looking to put a more solid, durable, maybe aluminum cover over it, and hopefully we have solar panels over that entire reservoir area as well. And that payback with the grant, we're looking at about 7.5 to 9 year payback. Without the grant, we're probably 15 years. Governmentally, politically, it's a little hard to get the buy-in on the votes for something that you're really not going to see the benefits 15 years. With elected terms of 4-year cycles, they tend to want to see benefits so they can put that achievement on their next campaign run. That's probably one of the biggest challenge governmentally with some of these initiatives, if the payback's too long, getting the buy-in. Then we did a green roof park pavilion comfort station at our Aniline Park. We received a $230,000 DCNR grant for this facility. And one of the primary, it's all scoring and ranking, by adding the green component of the green roof really elevated us to being selected for those dollars. And it has a great feature. It's not climate controlled. It's primarily used in the summer, so the green roof really keeps the restrooms at a good temperature. Then we installed a solar trash compactor. We're looking to expand on this initiative. Great sustainable feature. That garbage can holds 5 to 7 times the amount of a regular trash can, so it really reduces the amount of time that you have to change it. And then it was an educational component to just raising the benefits of solar for our residents in the community. And then our most recent one that we're exploring is, I've done a lot of initiatives to try and reduce the amount of electric that we consume. At my water facility and my wastewater treatment plant, I have backup generators that we need in case of an emergency. They're aging pieces of equipment, and I need to replace them. So as I was looking to replace these, I was like, why just replace them with a generator? How about if I just generate my own electricity, go completely off the grid, and just use the grid as my backup? So that's where we're at now. Initial studies and findings are showing that this can be extremely profitable, and by producing the energy myself, I'm probably going to save 50% of what I'm currently paying, because I eliminate the distribution component of it, of your electric bill. So I'll end with all right. Sustainability makes the dollar holler. Thank you.